About to get started here for game one. And today on the hill, Blake Snell.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
All right, ready to get underway. Here's the left fielder, Nathan Lucas. And that misses. And the series is underway.
First pitch, 5 o'clock.
Next offering is fouled back. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Left-hand batter waits. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Gassed it right by him.
I'd love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Siggy, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses, and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, you've got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2- or 3-run homer.
Two out, space is empty. Next offering is in for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Pajes brings it in, and that'll do it. And the Dodgers are coming up to hit. No score. You're watching the World Series on the show. Back here at Chavez Ravine, today's starting pitcher, Shane Bieber.
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches, depending on how things are going and how things are working. But if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
That one not close. Yeah, that's ball 2. That one ripped. And that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And the first hit of the World Series is a double.
Everything came together for him. I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Mookie Betts. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Kirk makes the grab. One down.
Batting third.
Let's
First
check out the
baseman,
lineup. Here's what they came up with for
Freeman.
Game 1 of the World Series, Singy.
Yeah, they're hoping they piece together a winner. Historically speaking, the team that wins this opening game more often than not goes on to win the World Series. Today is a day to come storming out of the gates.
Freddie Freeman will come up to hit.
This would be huge right here if they could get on the board and be the first ones to score in this one with the home field advantage. Get that crowd behind you and just intimidate the opposition a little bit more.
Just missed.
The crowd here has been fired up even before the first pitch for this series, and they'll go crazy right here if they can take an early first inning lead.
Fastball for a strike.
1-1.
Ripped to third. Clement over to first. And Freeman is retired.
Batting fourth. Right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez.
It's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion and he's in full speed.
Ground ball, Vlad Jr. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. One left for L.A. Scoreless after one. Game 1 of the World Series.
Right
Now it's the
fielder,
right fielder, Addison Barger. Snell back to work. Gotta love the intensity of postseason baseball. Players on both sides at such a high level of emotion. Everything is amplified. Yeah, that's fouled off.
Talk about that intensity, Boo. It comes out of everybody. Think about celebrations by players like Carlos Correa, Jose Bautista, Kirk Gibson. Just iconic moments.
And now it's even up. That's inside. Got him swinging.
That changeup the entire at bat until that put-away pitch. And it's pretty tough to deal with as a hitter. You're up there battling, trying to read and react with 2 strikes, and then all of a sudden the pitch comes out of nowhere, and it's a good changeup. It's just almost impossible to hit it when you haven't seen it.
And now for the Jays, Alejandro Kirk. Fastball the inside corner for a strike.
Blake Snell on the mound today, and everyone knows he's got a great shoe collection, but his trophy cabinet's pretty full as well. He's won multiple Cy Young awards, one in the American League with the Rays and another in the National League with the Padres. Snell won his 2nd Cy Young award in 2023, the same season he led the majors in walks. That doesn't happen very often, but it wasn't the first time. Early Wynn did the same thing in 1959 with the Chicago White Sox.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. One out, base is empty. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call.
Yeah, there's no doubt, Boo. The electric stuff from the jump. I mean, there's just no messing around right now. It's still very early, but we could see a pretty impressive outing here if the strikeouts keep coming in the way they are. One thing you have to be aware of, though, is a high strikeout rate might impact the pitch count as the innings roll on.
2 outs, base is empty. And now it's Dalton Varsho. First offering, and it just misses. Varsho needs just one more homer to reach 100 in the big leagues. That one finds the zone, and the count even 1-1.
Yeah, making it to 100 homers would be quite the career accomplishment for him. Out of the more than 20,000 players to take an at-bat in the majors,
Throw on to Freeman, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Bottom half of inning number 2, and now it's Max Muncy.
Third baseman, Max Muncy.
One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. And that one is downstairs, and that is ball 1. In the air, left field, down the line. He makes the grab, 1 down.
Batting 6.
The batter now will be Will Smith.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
And that misses. And that's ball 1. Here's a high chopper. Jimenez on the run, throw to first. Nicely done for the out.
Off to a great start. He's really cruising out there on the mound. He's got a chance to get through these first 2 innings with under 20 pitches. That could set him up to go deep into this game.
Tommy Edman at the plate. On the ground, Jimenez tosses to first, and that will end the inning. Nothing doing for the Dodgers here. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Well, here we go. Top of the 3rd scoreless game. Now, Ernie Clement. And that's off the inside edge. Ball 1. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Ripped to short. Betts whips it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting 8, shortstop, Andres.
Here's Andres Jimenez. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list. And you played behind guys, and they love having your speed out there defensively. One of the things that we talk about is how much pitchers enjoy having those elite defenders behind them.
Boogan, the one thing about that is speed never goes in a slump, and defense shouldn't either. Hitting-wise, you can struggle, you can lose your mechanics, but the thing that you can do consistently every single game is play great defense if you're talented in that way, and this is what this guy does.
Out towards right center field. Hernandez makes the catch. That's out number 2.
Batting 9th, second baseman, Isaiah
Here's Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. So far, the playoffs have not been kind to him, but tonight, a chance to start anew.
So much of this game is mental. He's just got to tell himself, I'm here. I've worked hard all year. Go out, have fun, trust your ability.
You know, Singy, there are some people that say they feel more pressure actually in the league championship series than the World Series because they know this is it.
I could totally see that because, you know, you get to the World Series, that's what your whole goal was the entire season. Then you're there can be some luck involved. So you just got to shake it off, go out there, know that this is a rare opportunity, and just play your best.
And that's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the
for
field.
the Blue
Man, there are
Jays,
a lot
left
of
fielder,
hits there.
Nathan Lucas.
Back to the top of the lineup, Nathan Lucas. Next up for the Blue Jays. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Two outs. And a foul ball. This one in the air, center field. Pajes settles under this one, brings it in, And that'll do it. Blue Jays held in check, and we're still knotted at 0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's Kike Hernandez.
Kike Hernandez.
Up the middle, Connor Falefa sends it to first. 1 up, 1 down.
Batting ninth, center fielder, Andy Pajes.
Here's the center fielder, Andy Pajes. In the air, fairly deep to right field. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Back to the top of the Dodgers order. Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. Doubled in his first AB. And that one clips the corner.
That's excellent location on the fastball right there early in this game. If he can do that all game, should be a good outing for him.
Next offering is fouled back. Gonna count 1 and 2.
Outside.
Still tied at 0. Last of the third. Just misses. The count now 2 and 2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Countful.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Right side, hard hit. Gets it to first, and they get Ohtani for the out. And that is back here in L.A. John Champe with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the fourth, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. Swing and a ground ball, and that's just foul.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them being on the baseball field, for some it's pressure, for them they feel that they are right at home. Well, you know that's got to be very frustrating for this guy. He knows the strike zone extremely well, and you know what? Good hitters are not going to compromise. He'll take that punch out, but ultimately stick with his plan and have more success than anything else.
Bo Bichette up to the dish. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Gloves it on the dive. Fires to first. It's there, and that's a great play.
Great cat-like reflexes right there. Lays out, knocks the ball down, and then fires with that rocket arm all the way across the diamond. Man, put this guy on the mound.
So up next, Addison Barker. His first at-bat was a strikeout. That misses, and that's ball 1. Barker, 25 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick back in 2018. And that one clips the corner.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
2 down, nobody on. Here in Game 1 of the World Series. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Blue Jays go down in order, and we are still scoreless. Stadium, ready to go, bottom 4. Mookie digs in here. This one in the air. Guerrero sizing this one up. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
So now it's Freddie Freeman. First time up, he grounded to third. And that one fouled off. One down, base is empty. Back to the mound, he's got it. Slings to first. Already 2 gone here in the home fourth.
The right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. He's 0 for 1. And that is out of play. All tied up. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Swings and misses. And the count is 0-2.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time.
Threw it by him. A swing and a miss at the fastball to end the inning. Dodgers go down quietly. Still no score. Game 1 of the World Series. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Alejandro Kirk. Snell back to work. Right through there for a strike.
Well, these Jays just aren't putting together very many good at-bats in this one. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Here's a 1-1. And that's downstairs and outside.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And a strike on the outside edge. On the ground, right side, and foul ball. That one missed. Swung on, belted. Hernandez on the move. And that one hops the wall. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a leadoff double in the 5th.
Love how he let that ball travel. Trusted his hands. Nice job of putting it away.
And now the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. And that's in for a strike. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top of the 5th. Bounced, and that got the pitcher. To first, save. And runners at the corners after the infield single. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Go ahead run on base. Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. Just missed. Kirk on third. Varsho on at first with nobody out. That one finds the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runner on the go. Swing and a foul out of play. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Swings and misses. Struck him out. And stepping in is the speedy Andres Jimenez.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Just missed.
Always tough to turn 2 on a speedster like this. It's even harder with him coming out of the left-handed batter's box. You really need something to hit hard on the ground that they can handle to turn 2 quickly.
And there's a ball. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for it.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. He's got it. And there are 2 outs.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. 1 for 1 with a single so far. And that one fouled off. On the ground right side. Edmonds slings to first. And that is that. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. And we still have no score. And we're back.
Leading
Muncy
off for
digs
the
in.
Dodgers, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Swing and a liner, base hit out into right center field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now batting.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, dude, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
Will Smith to the plate. First offering misses badly for ball 1. Nobody out, runner at first. High fly ball, and that one curling foul down the right side.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again at the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
On the ground to third. Oh, great stop. There's one. Double play. That was some defensive wizardry.
Well, one thing you expect from your man on the hot corner is a strong arm on display right there as he makes the diving stop, throws from the knees to start a double play.
Wow. Here's a switch hitter, Tommy Edman. Ripped in the air, left field, and a touchdown for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Grounded out his first time up. Runner on the go. Pitching for a strike. Throw, save.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on him and see if you can steal the bag, get in the scoring position. Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Line drive, base hit. Here comes Edman around third. Safe, and it's 1-0.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Next to hit, Andy Pajes. Outfield playing very deep, not wanting anything over their heads. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, he just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
One
and
ball,
that's outside.
2 strikes.
to the right side. Connor Falefa to first. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 1-0. This is the World Series on the show. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Now here's the leadoff man for the Blue Jays, Nathan Lucas. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. And now the 0-1. And ball 1.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Good eye in that spot.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. He's over 2 with a pair of strikeouts.
Guerrero Jr.
That one fouled off. Blue Jays down a run. Outside with a breaking ball. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, Bo Bichette. It appears Dave Roberts is going to dig into his bullpen as he comes out of the dugout to make the change. Blake Snell won't go any further tonight, and he was very good. They'll be happy with that, no doubt. We'll be back with a new pitcher in a minute.
Now pitching
on the mound now, number 80.
Still a lot of game left, and this game could go either way. So this is a big opportunity for him to get some important outs and try to help carry this lead into the later innings.
Swing and a tapper. In plenty of time to first, and Bichette is retired.
Now batting, right fielder
Addison Barker. Next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 2 in this one. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. With the go-ahead run at the plate here in game 1 of the World Series. And a swing and a miss there.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike. That's in, ball 2.
Just missed with a good breaking ball in. Looking for that hitter to chase and perhaps get some weak contact or a swing and miss. Good job on both sides.
Man at second. There's the strike. 95 of that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it on to first. In time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him. And that's that. 1 left for Toronto. They still trail 1-0. Well, we go bottom 6. Here's Shohei Ohtani.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him. And that one hammered Lucas towards the line.
Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
Well, this tends to happen more often in this park than others, and that short fence is just so inviting for hitters. You see a lot of balls bounce over for an automatic double when no one can run it down.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Mookie Betts steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And he pops up the bunt, reaching for it, and brings it in.
Now batting, the first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. He's grounded out a couple of times. He's trying for third. Pitch misses. Throw to third. Save. That one is absolutely belted. And that's got extra bases written all over it. The run scores from third, and they lead by 2.
Comes through with the RBI. They got a pitch he could drive, but he didn't get too excited like a lot of guys do and pull off the baseball. Really good timing all the way through the swing, and the barrel was so on plane with the ball. Easy drive into the gap for that double.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. That's it for Trey Savage taking over on the mound.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
One out, runner at second. Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Fought off foul. Freeman, the runner at second with 1 away. Headed towards the corner. And it hops over the wall for an automatic double. A run comes in on the play.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next guy to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Max Muncy at the dish. In the dirt, but kept close.
0-1's the count.
One out, the runner at second here in the bottom of the 6th.
That's out.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Muncy hits one in the air. Lucas pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. And up to the plate is Will Smith. First round. He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force it any base with 2 gone.
Now batting, second baseman.
First and second,
Tommy
2 outs.
Edman.
And here comes Tommy Edman, 1 for 2. And that's outside. 1-0. First and second, 2 down. Next pitch in for a strike, and 1-1. Two on, 2 outs. And that one is lifted in the air. Lucas on his way over, squeezes it, and the inning is over. They put 2 on the top of inning number 7. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. And that drops in for a strike.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least 1 run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
And there's a foul ball.
Both starters out of this ball game. It now becomes a battle of the bullpens and just seeing which manager can match up better and who's able to get to the finish line.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. On to first, in time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice two-strike pitch, though.
Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. Clement stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
1 ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of game 1. Popped up right side, Freeman. Nabs it, and that's the 3rd out. Back here at Chavez Ravine, bottom of the 7th, and now Enrique Hernandez.
Hernandez.
And that's in the dirt. Savage, a 6'4" righty, just 21 years old. A former first-round pick in 2024. Up the middle, and that chance handled. On to first, and 1 away in the bottom of the 7th. So digging in,
now
Andy Pajes.
Center fielder, Andy Pajes.
Swing and a miss.
0-1.
He swings and fouls one off. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Foul ball still 0-2. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Kirk to first, and there's 2 gone following the strikeout. Shohei Ohtani, the next to hit. Foul ball. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. They say he went.
Throwing the ball well, and they need this scoreless inning in relief right here. Been doing a good job keeping him in striking distance.
Outside low, and the count's even at 2. Up the middle. Fires over to Guerrero, and they get Ohtani for the out. Down in order, but they lead at 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now and immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. And a foul ball. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time a little anxious.
Ball 1, no strikes on Kiner Falefa. The Jays trailing by 3 here in game 1 of the World Series. Line drive, and this might be trouble. Makes the turn and heads for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a really nice job of turning on that pitch and smoking it down the line. And there's no one playing there, so once it drops in fair, you're on your way to extra bases. Really important at bat coming up now.
The 1-0. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Muncy makes the catch. 2 away.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
So up next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. First pitch just misses.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the ninth, that closer's coming in.
And that is that. He's held in check. Still down 3-0. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Number 56.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
This one smoked out to left. Lucas hauls it in, and there's 1 away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
And here's Freddie Freeman. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there are 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. Looking for one of those loop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Hernandez, the next to hit, takes ball 1. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Number 68 getting ready to go. Fisher getting cranked up as well.
2-0.
That one way outside. Now 2-0. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
And the 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. This one in the air. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that's the inning. 3 up, 3 down that time. We're on to the 9th in game 1. It's the Dodgers. Back here in LA. Now, Bullpen. And here's the closer to try and finish off game 1. Felix Valentine.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
Next offering is in for a strike.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, the first batter, it's always a big one for the closer. I mean, you get that punch out, you get settled in, you feel like you're in command out there on the mound from the jump, and kind of prevents any doubt from creeping into your mind or the fielders that are playing behind you that, you know, you're going to wrap this thing up.
Barger in now, takes ball 1 off the plate. High fly ball out to left field. Hernandez. 2 down.
Now batting.
1 out left for the Blue Jays. Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of game 1. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. Man at first, and next for Toronto, Dalton Varsho, 1 for 3. And Dave Roberts is out of the dugout. And he's going to pull his closer. Anthony Banda takes over on the mound.
Number 43.
I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
0-1.
Foul ball there. Banda, one strike away from securing game one.
That turns out to be a really good take right there, but you don't want to end this game with the bat on your shoulder.
Up and in, and it's 2-2. Got him, and that's the ball game.